Do you guys hear that? Please tell me you can't hear me right now. Good lord. Oh my god! Why? Oh. Oh gosh, okay, whatever. Whatever. Who cares? What's streaming anyways? What's streaming anyways? Good lord. Hello, and welcome to story mode. Gosh, my microphone's really loud. Hang on. Ooh, buddy. I'm gonna turn that bad boy down. Alright. Alright. Let's try this again. Hello and welcome to story mode, a variety gaming YouTube channel. My name is Faith, and I live in a world of chaos, absolute chaos, complete chaos. Anyways, hello to the VOD watchers, those of you who are going to catch the stream after it is live. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy, please drop a like. If you're going to come back for more, please drop a sub on the channel. That would be absolutely stellar. Hello to everybody in my live chat. Of course, you're all here for this nonsense. Cursed, Aura, Axe, and Kathleen, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good lord. Good lord. I'm so proud of you. Shut up. Shut up. It would be the belch. It would be the belch. And then I saw in the mixer, I saw my microphone go real live, and I was like, OMG. OMG. They just heard me belch, probably. Anyways, so hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. Buckle up. It's gonna be a stream. Gosh darn it, I am streaming. I canceled 2 streams, technically, this week, and we're gonna make this one happen. But here's the deal, you guys. This is a big experiment because I decided, in my infinite wisdom, to switch back to Streamlabs OBS as my streaming software from just plain old OBS. And I did it for a few reasons, and we can talk about it if we really need to. But mostly I wanted to give you guys the emotes that you were kind of wanting. Also, Streamlabs is a little bit more streamer friendly, but that being said, it's been really, really difficult to set up Streamlabs versus OBS. I used to stream with Streamlabs. It's a system I'm generally more used to, but it's been years, you guys. It's been years. So anyways, I decided to switch over, and it's just been insanity. So this whole stream is an experiment. I'm pretty sure we don't have gameplay audio, and I'm pretty sure I don't know how to get it. So if there's any computer streaming geniuses in the chat at some point, you guys can maybe help me figure that out. But I don't understand why Streamlabs works so differently from OBS instead of being like the same default settings with like the extra stuff on top. But anyways, if you guys could do me a solid, attempt to redeem focus. So exclamation point redeem space the word focus, all lowercase. You guys give that one a try. I'm gonna catch up with chat. You guys. It's gonna be auto carrot, right? You're channeling your infinite dwarf at start of stream. I thought I heard you clear your throat right before I could type Mike. You did it. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Experimentation time. Redeem focus. Okay, there goes Nightbot. So yeah. So Kathleen did the redeem focus. Hopefully that triggers Cloudbot. Curse did the standard focus for Nightbot. It's not working. It's not working. I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying to get you the stuff. You probably can't even hear the chicken. That was another thing too. Last time we used the chicken, it didn't even sound off in the, like, when I listened to the VOD back. Like, I can hear it, but it's not coming through. Can you guys even hear the chicken? No chook. Okay, great. Perfect. You know what? Let's take notes. Let's take notes real quick. Let's take some notes real quick. Okay. No chicken. For some reason, you guys can hear me in the starting soon screen. I guess I just have to mute my... Why is it so different? I don't understand. And then we gotta work on the emotes / redeemables / commands, whatever the heck they are. Because that didn't work. And I set it up. You can hear me. I mean, worst case scenario, you'll be able to see the game and you'll be able to hear me. That's as good as I can offer. I know. Okay, so chicken's not coming through. but you can see me. Hopefully you can see the game behind me. So we're going to continue to experiment. So redeems are not working. Another unfortunate reality is that Streamlabs doesn't have the fun little dock that pulls my YouTube chat automatically into my screen. So I have to pop out the chat from the YouTube studio live streaming whatever. As if you guys all know what that is. Some of you do. I have to pull that out, so every time I click my mouse, I already struggle with the game because it's on PC, but every time I click my mouse to do something in Streamlabs, my chat goes away. So, we'll see if Streamlabs is worth it in the end, but I decided to switch over, A, because I wanted to get you guys your emotes and stuff. I wasn't going to bring Mako back, but, like, I could. We were talking about the focus thing, and we could bring that in. And I would probably just have Faith. I would just have this avatar. I have some variations. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you, AI. For giving me this image and giving me additional expressions. So she has, I got some angry faces and stuff, so we could do like rage quit and things like that. Just with a different avatar. But yeah. So anyways, and then selfishly, I wanted the option for viewers, this is so evil, to tip via Streamlabs. Since I can't do super chats, since I'm not monetized on YouTube, it gave people the opportunity, if they so wanted to, or if we did some kind of fundraiser or something like that, the ability to tip in Streamlabs, so on and so forth. So there's just more features available in Streamlabs OBS, but honestly, at the end of the day, you guys, I don't know if it's worth it. I really don't know if it's worth it. But anyway, so that's what the chaos is for tonight. So yeah, we might just have voice and game and no game audio. We'll fight for it just a little bit. But yeah, so all of that being said, you guys, tell me something good. Tell me something good to offset the chaos. Please. I have so many things, honestly. You do hear the jingle. Good. What's oof? What's oh wow? What's the matter? What? You have an echo. Currently, my voice has an echo? Or the music? Okay. My voice has an echo? I can fix it. I can fix it. There, that should fix it. That should fix it. Voice is the echo. Thank you. You. Okay. Fixed. Okay. Gotcha. Sorry. I fixed it. I know how to do some things. Obviously, I didn't get to it ahead of time, but I know how to fix it anyways. Okay. Tell me something good, you guys. Good lord. Good lord. I might just switch back. We'll have no fun. There will be no fun, quirky, fun things in the stream, but at least the stream will work properly if I go back to OBS. Anyways, it's all good. Something good is it's a long weekend. Same for me, Cursed. That's exciting. I was off today. So it is my Friday. It is Saturday for my friend Cursed. But it is Friday for me, and I was off today. My school was closed for, they call it an in-service day or something. So I think it was teachers were gonna do some kind of prep or something. So anyways, I have an extra day off too. So that is good. I have so many things. This week, life has been lifing. And it's been a roller coaster, and there's so many things I could tell you, and there's so many things I'm not going to tell you, but it is a long weekend, thank goodness. That is good. And I managed, by the skin of my teeth, to decorate for fall today, right before stream. Took me a few hours. So the decor has been switched over from the spring-summer, artificial plant theme to the fall theme. Which is lots of metallics, lots of kind of bronze, silver, various shades of bronze, basically. A lot of metallics, and then just some pops of color. I do like artificial apples to pop in a little bit of red and stuff like that. So yeah, so I got that done. I didn't think it was going to happen because it wasn't going very quickly. I take pictures every year of how I decide to decorate so that the next year I can just slap it up, right? But no, I gotta touch it up a little bit. And then I also went to Michael's craft store today, which is like a craft supply / decor retailer, and I got some new things. So that kind of altered my layout a little bit. But yeah, so long weekend. I got to decorate, so everything's switched over. That's done. All I have to do after stream is put away the old decor, which is already packed up in tubs and stuff. It's just got to go down into the garage. And what else? Oh, I took my car into the shop today. I took it to the dealership. It had a little check engine light. And when I got there, they told me it was going to be $200 for the diagnostic. And I was like, okay, you know, life is life. $200 for the diagnostic, right? And I had to sign off on that. And then they were like, okay, we'll like investigate what's going on with it. But we knew what system was the issue in the car. And he was like, oh, are you dropping it off? And I was like, no, I'm going to wait. I'll just sit in the waiting room. And he was like, it could take up to 4 hours for them to fully test the system in question and identify what the problem is and why you've got this check engine light. And I was like, oh, fun. Well, I don't have any options. Marcus is at work in the office. And, you know, this is my car and that's all I've got. And I'm not going to pay like an Uber or a taxi or anything like that to drive me home. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I was like, well, I have no other option. So I'm going to wait for 4 hours and pay $200, you know, to get that diagnostic run. And then the reason I keep taking my car, we bought it at CarMax, which is like, I don't even know how to describe what CarMax is and how it works, but they are a used car retailer and they're legit in my opinion. They're very legit, but they'll have cars, people come and sell their cars to them and then they resell them. But they're not a dealership, they're not a manufacturer or whatever. So when we bought my car, it was young enough, it's only 3 or 4 years old, I think. It was young enough to still have like an extended warranty on it. So they advised me at CarMax, they were like, if you have any problems with the vehicle, like anything crops up, take it to the dealership. Don't bring it to us, take it to the dealership. Because your warranty is probably going to cover a lot of things for a little while longer. So anyways, sat down, ate my breakfast burrito, drank my coffee, read Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix. I was like, I'm here for 4 hours. Let's just buckle in. Let's just get comfortable. And 2 hours later, the guy came up to me and he was like, hey, we're all done. And I'm like, oh, wow, I thought I had, 2 more hours. Cool. I'm happy about that. So we walked back and he's, finishing up and we're doing the paperwork and stuff. And he was like, oh, yeah, your extended coverage, your extended warranty covered the repair. Here's what the problem was. It covered it. Also, it covers the diagnostic fee. So instead of 4 hours, I only had to wait 2 hours. And the entire visit was free. We didn't have to pay anything to get it investigated and get it fixed. So that is extra good. That's an extra good thing that happened. There's so many other good things. We've got a new controller, you guys, for the game. We've had a lot of drift. I went and got a new controller. And I also got a new capture card, which I've kind of been talking about needing. And I hooked up the PS4 to the capture card. And I restarted Forbidden West just real quick, just to touch it. To be like, what is this game? What is this game and how do you play it? So the capture card works great, looks great, sounds great, I think, on my end anyway. So yeah, we're just rocking and rolling. So many things. Hopefully next week I'll have even more good news for you guys. There's some things in the works, but yeah, it's happening. So I have so many today. Usually I'm like, oh, what's good? I don't know. But okay, let me catch up with you guys. I am staring right at chat, I promise. A people-free day indeed. Curse loves that for me, right? I've got my appointment set up this Wednesday to get your machine. Excellent, Kathleen. Excellent. The sooner the better. Cursed, you're playing Legacy in my Arrogant Gryffindor era. Oh. I was like, Legacy? Yeah. Okay, that's what it's called. You're right. That's something amazing. I know. Great, right? Yay, I'm excited, says Cursed. Well, just a touch. Just to touch it. I was like, Return to Moria is great, but it's a very specific kind of game. I've been playing it almost exclusively a lot. And how do you even play a Horizon game? And you know me, I mean, I've played Forbidden West, I've beaten it, I played the whole thing. And we started it, we got a little chunk in. We didn't get very far in previous YouTube iterations. But yeah, so we'll see when that comes into play, no pun intended. But yeah, okay, so Curse, something good is that it's a long weekend. Kathleen, something good is that her CPAP machine appointment is coming up. Ara, did I miss your something good, or have you not told me? Have you not told me yet? Are you keeping secrets? It's okay, you don't have to share. You don't have to share. Okay, so with that all being said, let's get into this game. Okay, Ara, sounds good. It's a deal. Let's get into this game. If we can. I'm not confident. You guys haven't, I mean, you don't always tell me the truth, but as far as volume levels so far, have you noticed that any of the slides have been really quiet, or that my microphone is too loud or too quiet or anything like that? Pay attention for a little while and then let me know what you guys are thinking about all that. Okay. And then, yeah, I don't have gameplay audio. I'm gonna double check that I didn't turn it down. I absolutely did. All right. There it is right there. Can you guys hear it? Tick, 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 tick. Okay, there we go. That's why I couldn't hear it. Now I can hear it. Now, if I do this, maybe you guys can hear it now. It is hard to tell without game sound. Yeah, but like the starting soon song, and then like the jingle for Tell Me Something Good. You hear it now? Excellent. How was the volume on those? Were they kind of quiet? Did you notice? Did you not notice? I can replay some things. Because yeah, again, completely, like, Streamlabs is so different from OBS. I don't understand how the basic settings of like volume, sources, and scenes and all this stuff is set up so differently instead of being the same as OBS and then with like extra stuff like the alert box. But yeah. What about the chook? Ooh, that might be the... That might have been the issue. Actually, the chicken is not in the game, so maybe it's not the issue. You guys can hear it? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Okay. Excellent. Baby steps, baby steps. Will the redemption work now? Someone do excellent. Thank you, Kathleen. Kathleen. Reading my brain. Reading my brain. Redeem focus. Oh, the stream. The stream is gonna be a problem. Alright, we've got gameplay. We've got me. We've got chicken. Redeemables are not working. No, because this is Streamlabs. It's a redemption. Oh, you know what? Do you guys have to earn like stream points by hanging out before you can redeem them for an emote? You know what I mean? So I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder, Kathleen, you can't afford me. Kathleen, you can't afford me. So smart, Kathleen. Knows how things work. I think I set it up that way. Well, it's all kind of default. It's all kind of default. I'll double check. I don't want to like bust into, you know, menus and settings and stuff right now. It's not worth it. We've got gameplay audio. We've got voice. We've got a game to play. Guys, we have the lower deeps to explore, so let's look at our menu really quickly. We've got a couple of icons here. So I've got some new recipe for the roasting pit, which we have not built yet, which reminds me, we have a little bit. You'll need to play some more, yeah. We'll have a little bit of work on the base camp before we take off, because there were some things that I kind of started to get to. We'll talk about it. Anyways, for the roasting pit, we have something new. Breakfast. I don't know, the icon went away. The thing that looks new to me is this roasted fruit. So maybe that's what it was. Let's see what's going on. In appendices. Oh my gosh, I hit the erase button. We'll never know. We'll never know. Made that kind of simple. The orcs. Okay, follow the Pilgrim Road is our overall objective. But here's what we're gonna do really quickly. We are going to build a new and improved hearth. We unlocked the tiled hearth in our last stream. And I want to upgrade from this one to the tiled hearth. Now, I don't know if it's gonna fit right here, but we're gonna try. Oh gosh, now I can't build it. Why? Oh, because there's no hearth. Okay, right. You can't do anything without a hearth, you guys. Can't do anything. Please, please squeeze right in there, so I don't have to Gosh darn it! I don't wanna tear anything down. I definitely don't want to tear that chest down because it's full of food. I'm gonna try to leave the chest intact so I don't have to redo that. Now, here's the fun thing about this hearth. You can, sometimes you can push them in to solid walls, sometimes you can't. I want to save us a little bit of space and push it in just a smidge. Ooh, and building the upgraded hearth has unlocked an upgraded bed recipe. So fun. So fun. Now, can we get a roasting pit going? Yes, we can. As my voice cracks. I'm gonna put it right in front. Okay, I can't layer this one. I'm gonna put it right in front. I'm gonna demolish this because we don't need it anymore. So here's the new hearth. Look at it. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. Okay, and then we're gonna need a meal table, and here's what I want to do. I've kind of been wanting to do for a while. Move my map stone over. I don't love it right there. So let's do a meal table. I need enough room to slide over to the food chest. So we'll put that there. And then we will build our map stone a little further over and a little more against the wall. Now, we have had some issues with map stones in this game. Sometimes the way that you place it within a existing structure will affect where you spawn. So there's a little bit of a risk if I don't leave a good amount of space all the way around this map stone. I might spawn like outside or somewhere kind of random, but I want it to be against the wall as much as possible. So we'll give it a try and we'll see if we have any problems with it. But yeah, sometimes if you don't give it enough circumference kind of around the map stone, you might, when you travel to it, you might spawn outside your door somewhere kind of weird. So we'll keep our eye on that. Okay, so updated stuff. And I need some food. I need some food. So let's make some stew. And then the other thing I remember distinctly I need to fix is I need to build more wall. Okay, so a little bit has changed. I touched it just a little bit. So after stream, I went and I mined a lot of granite. So here's my granite palette right here. Because I wanted to build out this floor and kind of touch on some things that we were working on at the end of stream. So I didn't do anything major, but I did kind of finish out a little bit, excuse me, of this space. So let's head up here. So here's my bed up here right now. And then this is what I ended up doing with this little farming section. So it's crazy bright over here, which is nuts. But I ended up putting my lamps on top of some wooden platforms. So hopefully this is spreading the light out a little bit more. But yeah, so it might not. It may make no difference whatsoever. But it's also getting the lamps up off the floor, which for some reason makes me feel like I have more space, which just is not true. And then I've been planting oats and I've been planting aloe blooms, obviously. And I'm glad Ara's here because we're going to use these oats for something very meaningful. But yeah, what needs to happen is instead of this... Oh, I didn't want to break that down. Instead of this railing... Oh, look at the orcs over there. Look at them coming.
We got orcs!
Too bad I don't have a bow and arrow. Too bad I don't have an Ara with me right now. It's all good. Okay, what is this? Is this just a granite? Or is this a wall? Did I break down a whole wall? Hold on. I broke a whole wall. Okay, that's what I thought. Is that the double window? Yeah. Okay. Step 1. Replace wall that we destroyed. Step 2. Step 2. And it's not lined up. That makes me really sad. It's okay. What I need to do is build a wall up here, excuse me, as well, because I had bats fly in. I had some bats fly in while I was harvesting other stuff. This is gonna drive me crazy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So aerial enemies can, I think it's just the bats. I've never had moths fly up and over this high, but it was a bit of an issue. Can we do this, please? Can we fix it? No. No, the walls are not lined up, so it's not gonna... Okay, but I'm gonna do this anyway because it makes me feel better. Come on. Come on. Makes it at least the same height. Yeah, I'll probably fix that later. We don't... I don't want to spend too much time messing around building in here, but yeah. So I needed to build that wall because bats were flying over it, like I said. So hopefully it's high enough now that there's a wall there instead of the banister, that they will not fly up. And you know what I'm gonna do? Because I think I have the materials. I I need Numenorian and cloth for the new bed. Okay, we've got to build the loom, which we unlocked in the last stream. So we'll leave the bedroll here because I need if the worst should happen. And I am in a new area and I am under-equipped and I am at risk. If the worst should happen, I want to come back here. Okay. Alright, so there's all of that. Fun and exciting. Here's what's going on. We got a lot of space in here, I guess, for more storage if we need it. Alright. I can't wait for the Forge Talk coming up. I'm crossing fingers for a release date. Have they scheduled the Forge Talk, Cursed? How are you guys? I'm like in the promotional team and I don't see things as quickly as you guys do. They must release updates like in Australian time. Because Ara's always dropping like, ooh, there's a new blog post in the Discord in our chat before I even see it. Have they scheduled the Forge Talk? Has that been announced? Or down the stairs half a mile away? Yeah. I have another something good. Bought a Switch 2. Very nice. Please tell me what you think about it when you've spent some time with it. That is great news. A bow and an arrow. Yeah, exactly. OMG, yes, I've had bats and moths fly into the base before. In the Discord, I have notifications on for things. Do you have notifications on for the server? That's how I find out. I thought I did. Apparently no. Okay, so we want to build a couple of things, you guys. We want to build the loom. I need ubasum wood, which I just don't have enough of, but we're surrounded by it. And then I need silver ingots, so we need to go craft some silver ingots. But let's get the brew kettle going first. Where do I want to put it? Like right here? Next to the hearth? It's a little bit tacky. I would rather put it somewhere, like, different, but... Oh, food! Oh, yum. I forgot. And I've planted and harvested a decent amount of oats. They grow pretty quickly, so let's see if we can make some ale. Anything that will actually be helpful. Evening ale is super cute, and it'll give you like a little buff when you wake up in the morning. I think it gives you like an energy boost or something. But what's this? The hoppy ale gives a drinker the hops, raises stamina. That, absolutely. Stamina all day is my struggle. I'm complaining about it all the time. Okay, so we're gonna make some hobgoblet lager. Very exciting. Now here's the thing. Brewing ale takes a heck of a lot longer than cooking food. So this one is only a 15-minute ale, but I swear that we've made like half-hour, 45-minute ale recipes before. So just know that ale is going to take a hot minute. You can't make it very quickly, so it's good to kind of know that you're going to need it and make it in a timely fashion. Okay, food. So these alley blooms are going to go here in the food. You know what? We haven't built an oven yet either. We did just manage to move the base camp, all of it from the mines here into the lower deeps. So we are really on the cusp of getting settled in down here. So let's do an oven. I want to keep making my rations lembas as much as possible. Any other things? I hesitate to put it against this wall because if I'm sieged, this wall might not survive. So I'm not putting things against this wall for reasons. You can always double up too. I want to let you guys know that. You've seen me defend my base camp during a siege by just layering walls on top of walls. I could do that like as a standard for the base camp to make it a little bit safe. They have to break through. It take them longer to get through more than one layer of walls. So that's always something that you can do. Generally speaking, if I'm honest with myself, even though I'm very much a defensive player, it's not that serious that you need to kind of stack them. I find it's not that serious. But I mean, they did, in the mines, they did bust through, didn't they? The mines or the west gate, I can't remember which one. They did bust through my walls. So it can happen. Absolutely. But it tends to not be the biggest problem in the world. Okay, so now that I have some more alley blooms and some Elbereth's blessing, Lembas, yes please. Yes, and thank you. And did I put a map stone next to Elbereth? Doesn't look like it. The mines, the crystal descent, the bottom of the crystal descent, the mines, the base camp. The map stone at the top of the crystal descent. And then it does not show the map stone that you were at, so that's why the one that I'm standing in front of. The lower deep stone is not listed. Okay. So, we could Go back to west. I have 6 black diamonds. I need 3 to build a mapstone from scratch. I could use one of these to rebuild the mapstone at Westgate, and we'd have a fast travel point back to our very first, like, base camp area. I don't really need that. There's no resources or anything that I'm really desperate for. However, putting a mapstone next to the Elbereth statue in the Elven Quarter is a great thing to do, because then you can fast travel back to her and harvest that Elbereth's blessing, which at the moment, her statue is the only resource that we have for that. So I'm going to contemplate that while I figure out the rest of my life. Aura's, yeah, brew kettle. I'm on the thinking trail of getting a Switch 2. Cursed, you might be my decision maker. I got mine purely so I'd be able to play Paleo when I go away for Christmas. Nice. I love that you can layer walls. Yeah, it'll look a little funky if you use windows and stuff. As far as aesthetics go, it can get a little bit tricky. But as far as just a solid structure to keep enemies out, you can absolutely just stack walls against each other. Cool. So I have some coal in my pocket. I'm not sure why. We're brewing some ale. I built my wall to defend against the bats. I need... Oh, here's a fun thing. Quick note about this particular hearth style. It does have exhaust. It has smoke that comes out of the top. We'll go down and look at it. This is an unfortunate thing. The smoke will rise through a floor. So if I put it down there where it belongs in my cooking area, the smoke is going to come up through the floor. It's just an unfortunate reality. Bronze ingots. What was I making bronze for, I wonder? I need some silver, though, so let's do that. Because I need to make this loom so that I can make Numenorian cloth so that I can make the new bed. Which I would like to do. And we need to balsam wood, which means we need to go outside. I'm trying to remember anything else I really needed to do. We've got a roasting pit, we've got an oven, we've got a brew kettle. I've got a farm set up. I can build a welling spring. Do I really need a welling spring? What do I need Entwood for? This is a DLC item. And I'm trying to think if I want to utilize it for this playthrough, because you don't technically need it. Oh, we've got some new statues we can build. That's very cool. Do I have enough coins? I do! I finally have enough coins. Here's what's gonna go in this corner. Aura, this is your stream, Aura. The brew kettle and the treasure piles. So when you collect a sufficient amount of gold coins, you can construct piles of treasure. It's very fun, it's very satisfying. And as every time you build one version of the recipe, the smaller version of the recipe, it will unlock a newer, bigger one. But now I'm short of, now I only have 200 coins, I need 500 for the bigger one. But yeah, isn't this fun? And then if you admire said treasure pile, it's gonna give you a little buff. Look at him, he's getting so excited. He's like, yeah, money! Horde Furious is the name of the buff. And it is a bonus to damage against orcs. Really? We should go outside for a minute. We should go outside for a minute. I've got a little bonus buff against orkies, and I need balsam wood, so let's go. There's my granite wall broken down. How was that not lined up? Aura. Oh, because it snapped to this. It snapped to this pillar instead of snapping to the narrow wall. Okay, that's why that happened. I got it. I understand. I understand. Where did they go? They don't want to fight anymore? That's fine. Alright, let's get some balsam wood. So all of these things will give you balsam wood. All the mushies. All the trees here. And I want to build that loom. So let's get it. My silver ingots are cooking. My gosh, you guys, was there anything else? I explored a little bit, so the map is a little bit more open than when I left you. But that's because I was going for granite. So we're going to come across a couple of ore deposits that I've already mined. Because I needed that granite to build my base camp to satisfaction. And it was just a little bit. I promise it was just a little bit that I did without you. Oh, this one's taking forever. Hello? There it goes. I wish it meant you were gonna get more wood scraps, but I don't think that's true. Oh my gosh, I can hear the bees! I don't think I've ever heard the bees before. Can you guys hear him buzzing around? My second favorite thing, were you making bronze for the first age pick? I already got the first age pick, I think. Now do you see why I make my gold piles and then go fight orcs? I guess. I just know you're obsessed with sleeping on top of gold. You want to get dragon sickness really bad. Kathleen, you can hear them? Buzz, buzz, buzz. That is something I might do. Speaking of DLC items, building my own little beehive because of Lembus, because honey is an ingredient. That might be something, a DLC item that would be worth bringing into the playthrough. You always hear the bees? I don't think I've ever heard them before. I see them. I don't think I've ever heard them. But you're right, Axe. Maybe I was making bronze for the, and then I got enough. Because there was only 3 ingots in there. So maybe I grabbed like what was already in there and made the axe. Whoa. Okay. Is that enough Ubasum wood? We're gonna find out. There's a little part of me that is sad to like destroy the environment around my base camp because it's so pretty down here, but materials are needed and I don't want to explore too far away from home, you know? It's kind of all you can do. Okay. Okay. This is cooking. We got 6 minutes left on the ale. We don't necessarily have to wait for it, but I probably will. My brain. Let's put this cloth in here. Natural fiber. Leather in my materials chest. I don't have any treasure. I'm gonna hold this crested helmet because when I actually need to be more protected, I will put the crested helmet on. Although, can I put the crested helmet on and then do a cosmetic for the hat? And the hat be the thing that shows and therefore works? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh wait, I needed to add it. And I don't have enough coins because I built my treasure pile. Okay, hold on, let's go see. I want to see if I can do the candle hat as a cosmetic. I have the protection of the stronger helmet. But, be able to use the light from the candle helmet. This is my question. This is my question. Unlock the miner's helmet. There it goes. So yeah, that's another use for gold coins, which is good because honestly, for a while, gold coins kind of didn't mean anything in this game. So it is cool that they are a little bit more useful. This is like in the middle of everything. Okay. Okay, available. Whoops. Miner's helmet. Ooh! But the crested helmet is the one that is equipped and it is tier 3. That's beautiful. That's beautiful! It worked. I know I'm not looking at chat because I know Axe is like Faith, obviously. Obviously. Okay, there's that. Metal fragments go in here. Alright. Oh, granite and stone and ingots and all this stuff in my pockets. Let's put this away. Did you hear my comment? Did you miss my comment tip on the map stone? Were you making bronze for I think so. Hold on, let me see if I can go back. Oh, above. Take 1 black diamond to Westgate, rebuild the map stone, deconstruct it, and get 3 back. Use those to build the map stone at Elbrus Blessing. Very cool. Right. That's a good option. I have enough. I have 6 total. So I don't necessarily need to cheat my way to extra ones, but it's always an option. It's always a good option. Okay, Ubasum wood on my pallet. Regular wood on this pallet. Stone is over here. Gotta get re-familiar. I haven't played this at all. Weirdly enough, Cursed has probably picked up on it because I've been DMing her. Life has been lifing, so things have been a little bit cray-cray. Also, I have a massive to-do list. I have so many things I just need to get done. But, I have been playing Palia in my spare time when I kind of just need to decompress. And weirdly enough, it's sucking me back in. I was complaining and complaining and complaining, and I wouldn't stop complaining about Palia and how frustrating it is. I've totally been just farming and running around completing a few minor quests and like doing stuff. I'm trying to earn money to keep getting these housing upgrades that they have. And so I'm farming a lot to try and sell my crops, and I'm trying to optimize what I'm growing so that I can make the most money from it. And then I'm kind of getting sucked into like little quests here and there, because I kind of like sit down, you know, at the end of a day between work and whatever the next thing is I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm eating or something like that, and then I'll just turn Palea on. But it's like slowly sucking me in. I'm not doing anything really elaborate with it, but it's absolutely been my go-to. I have not played Moria since the last time we streamed. It's not cheating, it's optimizing and being a good, frugal, greedy dwarf. That's true. It's absolutely true. It's a good game for doing that. Yeah, I'm just kind of decompressing with it. Running around a little bit doing stuff, but cursed, I can't pick up honey. I went into the Elderwood today and I shot a honeycomb out of a tree. And when I walked up to it, the little prompt came on the screen and said, hit square and pick up the honey. And my character won't pick it up. And that's not the first time that's happened to me. So I'm just gonna have to request like the 45 honey that I need for the bundle or whatever. Because the game won't let me pick up the honey. Which makes me kind of really sad, honestly. Kind of honestly, I don't get it. Alright. We're making silver. We gotta bust some wood. I'm trying to build a loom. And I'm focusing, and I wish my redeemable emote was working. And you guys could prompt me to focus instead of walking around in circles and oh, walking around in circles and talking about Palea. Look at that. Okay, we built the loom so we can now make a rug. We can make Numenorian cloth, leather, and hide. So an upgraded version of leather, upgraded version of hide. Guys, this is exciting. I want Numenorian cloth, which cost cloth scraps. And you guys know, it wasn't infected that I could tell. It looked perfectly normal. It didn't have like the shadow stuff on it. It was just like brownish and clean. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Infinity Nikki, I can't speak today either. Infinity Nikki has been my go-to game for decompressing of late. Very nice. Yeah, it looks normal. Because I know what you mean by infect, like the stuff in the Elderwood that's got the purple stuff on it. Yeah. We just don't exist in the same time zone, so it's a little difficult. Anyways, I'm gonna make some new clothes. Redeem focus. It's not working, but somebody redeem focus. Okay, I needed to make Numenorian cloth. Now we can make hide. Hide takes hide scraps, which we get from defeating enemies, not really, but from killing animals. Certain animals give us hide scraps, and then leather is made from hide, so it's like a whole process. And moving forward, we are going to need improved materials to build our newer armors. You know what I want to do? I want to plant some more oats while we're here. So we're going to need our leather and our hide. We're going to need that. I'll just grab like 5. Oh, excuse me. Okay, can I make my bed now? I think I can make the better bed. So we want to go up here. I want to plant my coastal oats in here real quick. So those are gonna grow. And then let's find out. I should probably look and see if I can build the bed before I destroy the other one. Yay! Look at us moving up in the world. Moving up in the world. That's a real bed. That's a real bed. How exciting. How exciting. Okay, so I made sure to claim it. I'm always telling you guys, claim your bed in case the worst should happen. Okay, now, for really though, is there anything else? I'm gonna put cloth in my materials chest. My ingots are up here. I've got rations in my pockets. You know, ooh, I need stone for statues because we need to find and repair statues to unlock more recipes. And then in the last stream, we did unlock the recipe for, I think, the First Age sword, which is very exciting. It's the next strongest weapon. We definitely need it for this area. But it requires rubies, which are a pain in the butt to get. So we're gonna see. We're going to see if we can make that happen. Okay, I'm gonna make some food, because I think I still need a full belly. I don't think this ale is gonna do it. And guys, Ara, are you ready? It's our first mug of ale. So you come up to the tap now that the ale has been brewed. So when you brew, you come over here to the side to craft. When you're ready to take the ale out, you come over here to the front to the tap. So your options are drain the lager. So if for any reason you're gonna get, it says there's 32 mugs of ale in this brew tank, which like there better be because it's huge, right? So if you don't get through all 32, but you want to brew something different, now you could just build another brew kettle. But you can also drain this one if you really need to, so that's an option. But anyway, I'm gonna take a mug of ale. And here it is. Here it is. And this is what we do with our ale.
Oh, there is an inn, a merry old inn beneath an old grey hill, and there they brew a beer so brown that the man in the moon himself came down one night to drink his fill. The ostler has a tipsy cat that plays a 5-string fiddle, and up and down he runs his bow, now squeaking high, now purring low, now sawing in the middle. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot. Okay, so we have hop lager. So you see we've got a couple of buffs now. We've got high spirit buff and hero thirst. Let's do our trick that Axebeard showed us and take a look at the details of these buffs. The high spirit buff raises spirits, sleep now and gain a positive effect upon waking. So this is similar to the evening ale. Hero Thirst is a brew boosted stamina. This brew has boosted stamina for a short time, which is absolutely what I want. Where's my food? 7 seconds on that. I'm not sure how long the Hero's Thirst is gonna last, and so that is where something like... Never mind. Something like the Wander Keg, which is a recipe that we have unlocked already, comes in handy because that means that you can carry the ale with you. On the road if you need to refill your buff or whatever. And that's a whole thing about Masterworks. We're not quite there yet. To answer your question, Curse, it is still stone down here, and I know that because I was running around to get granite and I came across some statues. They are still stone, but good catch that it might have been granite. Moving forward, I think in the next area, you will have to rebuild your statues with granite. Stone will no longer be enough. Look at all this stamina! I love it. Okay, so I came back through here. This is kind of how I like to approach the lower deeps. This used to be an ore deposit. I mined all of this out. So I've already been down here. I've opened this area of the map. But I didn't rebuild anything without you guys. I was just down here for the granite. Okay, Belagos boots. 1 of 2 recipes for some new armor. Oh, honey. Yes, please. What's going on down here? Anything? This hat does not give me... There's some random meat on the ground. I'll take it and not ask any questions. Some more honey. Ooh, there's some granite here with some iron. Very cool. I'm gonna forgo that for now. I am looking for statues, is what I'm looking for. Brews lasts about 8 minutes. That's very specific and good to know. Thank you. There was another statue on this side. Here he is. Here he is. Ooh, a new shield. Very cute. I wish I used shields more. That would be more exciting. There's a Muznakon here. I'm going to pick that up for Garin. Keep your eyes peeled for a Muznakon chest. I am just exploring. There's some more granite with some salt in it. Oh, that was something I stopped doing, I think, too. I wanted to mine salt for the first time with you guys, so you saw it, because it's a new resource. This is salt. This white substance here stuck inside the granite. Might as well grab it. There you go. And so now we can make salted meat. I believe that's a ration that you can carry with you. And I'm going to assume, because we've unlocked it in the lower deeps with salt being available for the first time here, that it's going to be a bit more powerful than the rations that we've unlocked so far. But I'll have to take a look at it in the oven to see like how much health it restores. Hello? No? No? There we go. But we'll get this salt, and we're going to need salt for other things too. It's one of those kind of sleeper ores where it doesn't seem all that important until you absolutely need it. Alright, so that is salt. As you guys can see, there are poison mushrooms and shadow right here, so I'm gonna try to sprint my way through. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh, dang it. She's too slow. She's too slow. Okay, but something cool. See this damaged Duran's lamp? This pillar that's kind of leaning over and kind of halfway up? We have granite now. And I remember the last time we saw a pillar, we needed true quartz and granite. And that's two materials we now have access to in this area. So we might be able to rebuild this Duran's lamp. Right now, actually, because there's some true quartz right here. But let me grab this meat. Now, this is something you're going to come across. It's kind of fun. It's kind of macabre if you think about it. Do you guys see how all the stone is falling? Now, this will hit you, and it'll push you back, and occasionally it does a bit of damage. So when you see dust kind of dropping out of the ceiling nearby, you just want to get out of the way. It's just basic, you know, instinct. But the goats and the other rats and things in the area don't always get out of the way, and so they will get unalived by falling rock and leave scattered meat around in general areas. So good for me, bad for them. That's why you'll come into an area like this with falling rock and see a bunch of meat on the ground. You suggest skipping the salted meat? It's not good for your blood pressure, I know that. Too salty. It's probably just not the most, I'm gonna assume if Axe is against it, it's just not the most optimized option. And we can make Limbus, so let me grab some more true quartz, which is this blue crystal. And then I'm gonna go rebuild that lamp, and it's gonna answer a question that Kathleen had not too long ago. Oh, and there's some hide down here too, so that makes me think there was a deer or something. But yeah, the critters don't do so well against the falling rock. Alas. R.I.P. I will think of you when I consume this meat. Salt is too precious? Is it? Don't tell me, don't spoil it. I don't remember what all I need it for. I know I need it for other things, hence I said so, but... Ooh, resin? Resin is good stuff. We want to come back for that. Right now my priority is exploring a bit and rebuilding statues, and I want to rebuild this. So I'm not going to fill up my pockets with ore right now. Okay, I should have a decent amount of granite. This is granite right here, too. Is this a doorway? No? I'm gonna grab this granite, too. I want to rebuild this pillar. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, this lamp. That kind of looks like a pillar. Let's just make sure I have enough stuff for it. Honey cakes? Okay. Honey cakes will be the go-to when I don't have Lumbus, I guess. Oh, is this silver? Oh, fun. It's a little silver deposit. I just want this granite. It's gonna hurt Ara's feelings, but I am not going to get all of that. I just wanted to fill up my pockets a little bit more. What do rogues wear? Hide? Don't they wear it? Rouge, rogue. Alright, let's see if we can rebuild this bad boy. True quartz and granite. Here we go. So this is just like rebuilding a damaged statue. But an extra side of singing. And so it starts. The singing. So much singing. Singing all of the time.
Takvadurin rabia kudrir nachel im durta. Till Durin wakes from sleep.
Yay. Yay. So fun. So fun. Alright. Check it out, Kathleen. The shadow has been dispersed by the glorious lamp that is here, which is super fun. Now, Mahal's Gift is a resource that you're going to find specifically on Shadow Vents, so you can grab that exclusively here. I highly recommend you do it when you come across. Here's my thing with the singing. I just want the option to skip. And for those of you who love taking 15 minutes out of your life to sing the song, now that's not the longest song either, But for those of you who are cool with spending the time standing there, vulnerable to enemies and falling rocks, you guys can do it. For the rest of us who have places to be, I would just love an option to skip. And it rebuild the statue, or activate the statue anyway. That's all. I just want the option to skip. That's all I'm saying. I love that they sing in the game. I love that it's so cute and lore-y and like all that stuff is great. But it's just to be forced to do it in so many scenarios when I just have better things to do. Alright, let me take a look at the map real quick. Because we're kind of poking through here. Now, we've seen the blue area is the Crystal Descent, so that map stone icon, I'm probably going to get rocks on my head in a second. This is the map stone at the Crystal Descent. We've got our campfire icon, that's our base camp. This is us way down here, so we've come through a little tunnel. So we're going to explore what's over here on this side, but really quickly... Ooh, that felt like a little bit of drift, and I'm not okay with that, because this is a new controller. Really quickly, I need to reference this thing that I made. Which is not where it's supposed to be, or even a complete list. I made the list and then I realized that I had left some things off, but I just want to reference this. We're going to use it as it is for now, and I'll expound upon it later. But this is a basic starting checklist for every new area, so when you graduate to a new place, so we graduated from the Mines of Moria, we kind of completed everything that was going on over there. This is the doorway that I'm being told to go into, so I'm going to go in here. These are the things that you need to focus on in a new area. These are the things that you kind of need to get done. Now, I feel like some of them are technically unnecessary depending on how efficient you're trying to be. Ooh, I'm going to break this and get some aerosite. But this is kind of what I think about. Now, there's a couple of things on here, so don't yell at me yet, you guys who know what's missing. Because I realized what I did, and I'm going to update it. But you want to build and stock your new base camp. So you want to build your new base camp. You want to build it as strong as you can, especially once you get past the mines. Because again, the Mines of Moria is where the game starts to get a little bit real, a little bit hard. You're really just being babied and kind of in the tutorial mode up until the mines. So once you get to the mines and then past the mines, it's kind of go time. So you want to build your base as strong as you can, which is why I insisted on building the new pick so that I could get the granite and build a stronger base camp. And then you want to bring all of your stuff from your old base camp to your new one. Now again, that's optional. You can just build a map stone if you have the materials in your new base camp and just travel back and forth. You don't necessarily have to rebuild and relocate every time. But I like to do it. I recommend it. And then your next item on your checklist is going to be to find and repair all of the broken statues so that you can unlock your new weapons and armor, which are critical for moving forward in a new area. To have more protection and more combat power is kind of your first priority. You also want to find and unlock the Musnakan chest in that area. Every area is going to have one from, I think, from the West Gate on. So we have Garin, I believe, here. Who's this? I'm like dodging these falling rocks. Yeah, Garin is here in the lower deep, so we're going to keep an eye out for that chest. When we unlock that chest, we're going to get some cool stuff from it. It's definitely worth looking for and unlocking in every area. You also want to find and unlock your ranger camp, which you guys were there when I finally found the ranger camp in the mines. Because again, that's just going to unlock ale recipes, but for some people, oh gosh, it's our first. It's our first. Okay, we're going to talk about this area real quick, but hang on a second. Let me finish my checklist. So, your ranger camp, that's another thing on the checklist. We're going to look around, find that, complete that, unlock it. And then, of course, you're going to run around. You're going to collect new materials that are new to you in this area. You've never been able to get them before, because obviously you're going to need them to build your upgraded armor and weapons. The recipes you also unlock here. Now, what I've neglected to put on this list is pretty obvious for those who've played the game, and that is restore the forge. Every area, I think, for the most part, is gonna have a great forge. It's gonna be a different reference to a different dwarven situation. It's not all individuals. But we restored Narvi's forge in the Elven Quarter, and that unlocked the ability to create some special items at that forge. So every area moving forward is gonna have a new forge. So I needed to add that to this list. And then also, you will need to clear out the Orc Stronghold, whatever that is in each area. We did that with Orc Town in the mines. You have to go through and clear them out. It's where you're going to get enough black diamonds to build whatever you need to build to move on to the next area. So that's two things I should have put on this list that unfortunately I didn't. Also, because I'm transferring everything over to Streamlabs, this checklist is not like placed where it's supposed to be. And I'm not going to leave it up because it's going to be very, it's going to block a lot of stuff for you guys. But I do have a checklist. These are the things you need to be thinking about. These are your priorities kind of as you go. So this is what my focus is. Now we have built and stocked our new base camp, so check that off the list. Now I'm looking for my statues to unlock my recipes. When I find them as Nakan chests, I'm going to mark that as well. And you're kind of keeping your eyes open for your ranger camp as you go and collecting new materials. So yeah, and then this area, the lower deeps, hashtag spoiler alert, has a very special forge situation. So we'll get to that when we get to that. All right. All hail the lamp. I know, Ara's mad about the lamps. I know what you mean. I just want to be able to skip it, that's all. Especially endgame, where you've beaten the campaign, it's like, give me an option to skip. I'm gonna build so many Duran's lamps, like, please, for the love of God, let me skip this. Yeah, exactly, Curse. I didn't even get to your, I didn't even get to your comment until I said that, yeah. You're good with the skip option, but only if you get the debuff when you skip. Okay, that's fair. Gotta pay a price, I guess. The only time I yell is when you are doing a fantastic job. Ale recipes are life. Ale recipes are useful, but they're not everything. So like if I didn't find a ranger camp, I wouldn't shed tears about it. But if you're a completionist and you want to kind of unlock everything there is to unlock and have access, whether you use it or not, you want to have access to things. The ranger camp is a good thing to prioritize. Love the official checklist. Good, it's going away. All right, you guys, we have busted into a new type of area that is unique to the lower deeps, at least. I guess it's not unique to the lower deeps, but it's the first time you're going to come across it. And it's a very prominent type of area in the lower deeps. So anyways, guys, this is referred to as a darkest deep. So this is a whole thing.
The darkest deeps. The best spot to find precious gems.
Explore the darkest deeps for the rarest gems, but beware of what lurks there. This is a chasm that you can climb down. This is spelunking. When Ara and Kirsten and I first started playing, we'd always say, can we go spelunking this weekend? So this is a darkest deep, and I mentioned earlier that I'm so glad I don't have drift right now because it would be so bad. I mentioned earlier that to make that first age sword, which I have the full recipe for, I just need rubies. And guys, I'm gonna have to go down a darkest deep to try and find some rubies to make that sword sooner than later. There are other ways to get rubies, but the darkest deeps are literally areas that exist for mining precious gems that are a little bit more rare. You will find some of the common ones down there too, but that's literally what it's for. So anyways, the problem with the darkest deeps, as you guys can see, they're pretty deep. They go really far down. They're completely black, completely dark, so you're gonna take darkness damage like instantly. And there's also things, quotes, that lurk down there. So there's gonna be some fun critters for you to deal with as well. And I hate them. I hate the whole thing. Now, we're not gonna do this right this second. I don't know that I'm prepared. I want to be more prepared for it. There's specific things I'd like to have on hand to fight the darkness and to get down there. I also don't think I have any natural fiber. Oh, I do. I have 14 natural fiber. I would highly recommend using rope ladders to get down here, but I don't have anything on me that's going to help me fight darkness, which it's kind of like if you're exposed to darkness for too long. I don't think we've experienced it in this playthrough. If you're exposed to darkness too long, you start to take despair damage, and it's another one of those statuses that chips away at your HP. So if you're down there and you can't like scramble out, it's also very like labyrinthine. You're gonna get lost. It's a little maze-like, and if you can't find your way back to your point of entry to climb up and get out in time, like you're dead. You're dead. It's risky. And then your death urn is down at the bottom of the deeps and you don't have any armor, any weapons, or anything, and it's really stressful, so we're not going to do that right now. We're not going to do that right now. There's also some natural fiber up here. Here's a wizard's mark, though. Let's see what this one has to say. Stop. Gems and the fowl. These runes are the markings of the wizard Tharkun. Here's what is written. The dark of the deeps holds glittering treasures, but something foul also lurks in these damp pits. A wizard searches for Thrain. So just more warning of like, it's risky. It's risky business to go down into those darkest deeps, but if you really need some precious gems like I do, that is definitely something you need to consider. Now, I will say that rubies are also available from orcs in this area. I believe orcs can drop them. I don't know that they're in orcish chests at all, but I also, like, I'm just not sure. Like, I can't predict that. I also can't predict that this Darkest Deep has a deposit of rubies, but it is one way to kind of go down and test that theory. Or I can just be under-equipped, you know, to fight orcs in the area and get rubies that way. So we'll have to just keep our eyes peeled for some orcs, and when we fight them to double-check if they drop any rubies. So I know that's another source. Okay, but yeah, so this is the Darkest Deep. Now, we're gonna, again, see this area a lot, particularly in the lower deeps. So what I like to do is go into my map and see where I am. So we're kind of in a dead end. We're kind of like at the end of this little hallway here. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this location. What did I do? This one for stairs. I'll do this one for deeps. And as you can see, there's a title. If I wanted to move my mouse and click it and put Darkest Deeps or whatever in here, I could do that, but you guys know when I use my mouse, because this is a PC game, the game kind of freaks out. So I'm just gonna leave the term resources in there, and just know that this icon is specifically chosen to mark the Darkest Deeps. So now I have a mark here, I have an icon on my map, so I know that this is where this leads. So if I need to find a deep, if we want to come back and try to get some rubies out of here, I know where it is. Also, once I've explored the entire area, because again, you want to poke your little head into every corner, nook and cranny to find the things that you're looking for, I will know what's at the end of this path because I marked it. So yeah, I like to mark the Darkest Deeps on the map. It helps me kind of keep myself informed. Keep myself informed. There's an easier way to get rubies other than killing orcs. These places send me nutty. How many times did I fall down? Oh yeah, it's horrible. And like when you're trying to climb out all fast because you're taking like huge darkness damage and despair and stuff, and you're panicking anyway, and then like your dwarf won't grab onto the ladder, or like you keep missing it, or you didn't place it perfectly. Like yeah, Darkest Deeps are stressful. They're risky. They're supposed to be. That's kind of the point. There is gonna come a time in the game where traversing Darkest Deeps is not gonna be optional. Hashtag no spoilers, but right now it's optional. The only thing I really need to get is rubies. But I have other stuff going on too. I'm still looking for broken statues, and we have a whole lot of area to explore. The lower deeps is even bigger than the mines were. No surprise there. And so once we get back out, so this was the end of this. Okay, so let's go down this passage. Once we get back out into the base camp, I'll kind of explain how I like to approach the lower deeps to kind of keep me from getting confused. So we're doing it right now, but I haven't really talked about it. Alright, so let's go down here. Where's my wall? Here it is. So this is the next area we can break through. And again, that checklist, we're looking for broken statues, the Musnakan chest, and the ranger camp if we come across it. I have like one ranger journal page, and I have 4 of Garen's Musnakan, so I wouldn't be able to unlock either one. I'm still looking for more of these resources, but that's just on your checklist. That's what you're looking for. Okay, so we've got a new type of mushroom in here called cave caps, which I feel like they shouldn't be in the lower deeps. I feel like that's a little early in the game to be seeing cave caps, but there they are. Oh, and look at all these Musnakan in here. Looks like there's a couple more over there. Those could be journal pages, though. Let me take a look at my inventory. So I have true quartz, and I have granite. I think we can rebuild this one. So let's rebuild this one. Save ourselves from the danger of this shadow. And again, friendly reminder with the singing. It's not just like, this is taking forever and I would like to move on. Singing makes noise, and it will draw enemies. I could trigger a horde doing this, and I'd rather not do that. I'd rather not. The only spoiler is that Faith is awesome. Kathleen is trying to soothe me so much. She's trying to soothe me so much. I'm okay. Well, if he's gonna sing, I'm gonna take a drink of water. because I have plenty of time.
Till Durin wakes from sleep.
Lovely. Lovely. Ow. Lovely. Okay, so something that I'm doing instinctually and not talking about, classic me, is while I'm singing, if you walk away from the lamp, if you go too far away from it, your dwarf will stop singing and it cancels the whole process. You have to sing to light the lamp. It's not going to light without the song, right? So, that being said, when I'm standing here singing and I need to stay close to the lamp and I start to see that rock is falling on my head, excuse me, you guys may have noticed I just, like, walk over to the other side. So that's just kind of, excuse me, how you dodge the falling rock while you're singing. Okay, so there's some dirt falling right there, so I'm going to move over here. And now that should fall on my left. No? Fake out. Anyways, just something to be aware of. Okay, now these ranger pages, actually, now that I can see them, are in poison mushrooms. So I'm going to, like, grab these as quick as I can and get away. Please don't poison me. Please no, please no. Curse so many. You're lucky I had so much natural fiber on hand. Yeah, I know. Alright, you guys. So the map is telling me that this is a passageway to another area. So let's go ahead and mine our way through here. I'm gonna let him hum, but we are not gonna sing. Maybe when I get some stronger armor and that sword I want so bad, I'll let him sing. Not right now. I'm surprised he's not tired yet. Is it because I have high spirits? Oh, yeah, and I completely forgot. My bad, you guys. When you sing at a statue... I'm sorry, at a Durin's lamp. When you sing, you get a buff as well. So, Undaunted is what you get. The power of Durin flows through Khazad-dûm, bonus to stamina, health, energy, and cures despair. So, that answers my stupid question of, like, why is he not tired yet from all of our mining? And it's because of this Undaunted buff that I got from rebuilding the statue. Also, I still have a high spirits buff applied to me. From our ale, I believe. Uh-oh. Do you guys see how there's iron ore just sitting on the ground? That means my pockets are full. I'd rather have iron than sunken moss, although sunken moss is a ingredient for ales. Nah, I'm not really worried about it. I'm not really worried about it. Oh, what's in here? Another door. Okay, we'll keep. Compacted dirt? That makes me nervous. Usually if it's like compacted dirt versus regular dirt, something serious is on the other side. Oh, it's just another Darkest Deep. Okay. So here you go. Like I said, this is going to be an area that repeats itself in the lower deeps quite a lot. So here we go.
Darkest Deeps. The best spot to find precious gems.
Yeah, so this is another one. So let's grab our map. And again, we're at the end. We're at the very end of a passage. Let me zoom in a little bit. We're at the end of a passage down here, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark this as a deep. Whoa! That is drift happening, where the camera's just... Oh, this is a brand new... Oh, a history stone is in here. And I have granite. Let's rebuild it. I want to know. I want to know my history. Read it. Pilgrim Road Marker 2. The Kibble Nala is but a trickle before it leaves the mountain and makes the great river that flows to the Anduin. It is considered the source of the Miramir, thus the source of Durin's inspiration. Did we skip the Pilgrim Road Marker 1? Okay, let's read this real quick. Throughout the First and Second Ages, dwarves from across Middle-earth would make the long journey to celebrate Durin's Day. The ritual path begins at the Miramir, where Durin saw the great sign in the lake. Then it descends to the eastern stairs. It descends the eastern stairs to the Tomb of Kings through the lower deeps until it reaches the library at the headwaters of Kibble Nala. Okay. So that's the Pilgrim Road. That's what we're kind of on down here in the lower deeps. That's the track that we're following. Ooh, Blaze Shroom! Oh, and I can't pick it up. Blaze Shroom, a little self-explanatory, is another means to feed fires. You can use it to light braziers, you can use it to craft, to Well, yeah, to craft, to use the forge to make things. Light the fire, all that good stuff. So I like blaze shroom. It also burns for significantly longer than, like, regular wood. So I want it, but, it's fine. I'll have to come back for it. But yeah, so just another Darkest Deeps. I'm going around, I'm picking up all this bat poo, as you can see, because, obviously, for farming, which will expand operations in the nearish future. I'm gonna grab some more true quartz while I'm down here. Actually, how much do I have? I have enough. Just in case we come across another Durin's lamp and some shadow. Yeah, High Spirits buff is from the ale, and it turns into a different time-limited buff once you sleep. Oh, fancy. Fancy, fancy. Alright. Oh no, don't go this way. Go back this way. Let's get out of here. Okay, so another dead end. Pick up this fiber. That's my sunken moss. I'm not gonna cry about it. This lamp has been rebuilt. We haven't come across any more statues, which is pretty sad. It's kind of what I'm here for. Gonna pick up fiber and bat poo. Alright, make our way back out. So this is another example where putting fun little standing torches to help yourself find your way out is useful. Go this way, Faith. Follow the torches. You do want to follow the lights in this particular scenario. Oh my gosh, what time is it? Streamlabs doesn't have a timer on it. I'm so spoiled. I might go back to OBS. Would you guys be crushed? That we wouldn't have the potential for redeemable emotes and tipping and other fun perks, little games and stuff? Because, like, Streamlabs is complicated. I can relearn it. I used it before, so it's not the end of the world, but it's being a little brody. Alright. So, now we are back. That's our base right there. Isn't it beautiful? So much light. So much light. So this is kind of how I navigate the deeps. So this, I'm headed towards the Crystal Descent right now, and I'm just going to go to this wall real quick. So this is where we came through from the Crystal Descent. So this is the entrance right here. This is like the entrance of the lower deeps. Immediately to our left is our base camp. And so what I do is I take one passageway at a time based on which one is closest to me. So we just went through that tunnel right there because it's the first tunnel technically from the entrance of the deeps. So that up there was just an ore deposit up these stairs right here. That's not a passage, that was just a deposit, and I cleared it out for the granite. So the next tunnel, the next passage we're gonna take is this one up here to the left, because now this is the next closest passage to the base camp, so on and so forth. So you can keep going straight down the deeps here, but I like to branch off into like the next little offshoot, and that's kind of how I keep track of how far I've explored and where I've gone, is that I kind of tackle it one passage at a time. And then like this one, as you go through the passages, more doors will present themselves, and you can kind of explore and find more things that way. So that's how I like to do it, just to keep track of where I am and be thorough, kind of clear out everything like as I go through the deeps, if you will, to what we might call the back of the deeps. Okay, so we're gonna cook some food, we're gonna unload our pockets, we have full pockets, which doesn't help anybody accomplish anything. Sunken moss is technically a material. So yeah, that'll be that. I want to keep my honey cakes in my pockets. So cloth is a material, hide is a material, natural fiber, leather, or hide scraps rather. Sunken moss is a material. Bat poo. Yeah. Oh, I missed the oats. You know what? I'm probably gonna plant those, so it's fine. I'll just keep them in my pockets. We've got some true quartz, which honestly I should just keep in my pockets. I should just keep it. We've got some ore that's gonna go upstairs. Stone is gonna go upstairs. Wood is gonna go upstairs. Salt? You can build a pallet for salt, and technically it's an ore. We've mined it. So that makes sense in my little brain. So we'll put it up here. Finally something good. My coffee is good. So good. I'm glad I got it figured out. You said you had a new machine? Or just new skills? Just new skills. Whoa. And then regular wood. Granite. Bonk. Salt. I need a salt palette. And look at how much room I have for one. So let's go in here. I don't have a ton of salt, but we'll come across more. Oh, I don't even have enough to build a... Okay, never mind. I'll put it in here with the ingots for now. Never mind. Not even enough. Iron. Where's the iron? Is this iron? Oh, I have so much iron, you guys. That's a lot. Can make a lot of steel and a lot of iron, and, like, we're not. It's unfortunate. Okay. Ooh! I see a DLC item. That's exciting. I don't know how much to engage with the DLC. I don't think I should. Because it's just not the base game. This is a playthrough, you know, with the base game. Although, like I said, the beehive, I would love to build one of these so that we could just farm our own honey. Even though I'm finding plenty, I really am. There's little honey barrels everywhere, just out in the wild. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. We got 2 broken statues so far. We got half a pair of pants. And I think half of a shield. Okay. So, I should sleep, but I'm not gonna. We'll do another little thing for you guys. Whoops. I didn't hold it long enough. So it says to hold RT down to sing. And then this is a fun one because this I can skip. I can just drink. There's a goat outside. Don't let it freak you out. I can just hit RT a couple of times and drink this up. So this is a skippable singing scenario. And I'm okay with that. Alright, let's keep exploring.
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're echoing so loud. Okay, so we went down that first passage. Now we're gonna come down here, like I said. And I'm an idiot. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I need to grab my true quartz and my granite so I can rebuild the Durin's lamps. And stone! So I can rebuild statues, and I put it all away. Oh, it's such a compulsion to, like, clean out your pockets. I need some of this stuff. I need it. I need it. Okay, let's go get true quartz. Oh, look at all that stamina. I love that so much. It's in here. We'll grab. Not Mahal's gift. That is not what I want. Because you want room in your pockets, obviously, to, like, pick stuff up. So it's hard to... And this is what... I mean, Axebeard, we're always talking about this. Like, how much space are we taking up with stuff we're carrying with us versus what we can pick up as we go. Oh, gosh. New beans! Gotcha. A new roast. So the grinder needs to be readjusted. Okay. I think use DLC stuff just to be clear about what it is. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair perspective. Okay, so there is not a Durin's lamp where this shadow is. So we just gotta try to get through. I'm not going. It's so much. I'm gonna take damage for sure. There it goes. There was nothing I could do about that. Alright, we're in some water. I'm taking Shadow Curse, so things are very dark, and I'm taking HP damage, and it'll be fine. There's a big waterfall over here that's super fun. Now, there's a couple of directions I could go. I could go here to the left, or I could go straight ahead. Per my routine, I'm gonna keep going to the left. And I'm gonna see what's going on over here, and I see I see a statue. Ooh, the ring mail. Okay, so we have half of a chest piece of armor. Very nice. I can't see anything. Can't see anything. Okay, dead end. So I've explored all the way over there. And I do think that this loops around to where we were before, but let's take it one step at a time. Alright, here's a wall. Let's bust through it. And as you guys have probably guessed, you've put together, as we explore the lower deeps, we're gonna end up in areas, we're gonna end up in dead ends that are the darkest deeps. That are those chasms that you would go down to get your precious gems. Okay, but this is a very big cavern. We've come to somewhere special. I'm gonna grab my sword. I'm like so convinced there's gonna be orcs. I'm a little nervous, you guys, that we haven't come across any orcs yet. That's very unnatural. There There we go. There we go. It's been a long time. Okay, and there's some resin here. Resin is very important. Just because I'm not grabbing it, I don't want you to think it's not important and that you should probably grab it. It depends on how you want to spend your time, how quickly you want to get through the area, and what your priorities are. Because again, you don't have to play this like I am, just pushing through and trying to be efficient, not grabbing everything, not taking advantage of everything. Like, you are completely free to mine everything out, run back to your base camp, empty your pockets, come back, mine the next thing you come across, empty your pockets, come back, mine. Like, if you want to approach it that way to be thorough and collect every resource you can, that is absolutely your prerogative. But again, because we're doing a playthrough on a live stream, I'm kind of trying to just make this happen as efficiently as possible. Pick up the honey. Alright, where are these orcs at? They were talking. They were talking. I'm scared to rebuild this lamp, because I think orcs are gonna show up. But we can, and we're gonna. And so here's a patch of poison mushrooms right on the other side of this lamp. I won't say any names. There's somebody that I play with who constantly gets poisoned because I feel like they're just not paying attention. So be careful. Remember, I was saying, like, when you're singing and you can't walk away, like, I've got dirt falling on my head and I can't really walk away super far away from the lamp. But if I rotate and I get too close to those mushrooms, I'm gonna take poison damage. So just be aware of your surroundings.
Till Durin wakes from sleep.
There are so many different ways to play the game. Oh gosh, we've got spiders. We've got new spiders. These are different from the ones that we have fought before. And imagine we need a better weapon for this. Alright, is that it? A little patrol, okay. So, I am poisoned, and that's because the spiders are poisonous. Just like the black ones that we have fought before in the past. So that's gonna happen. So I'm losing a bit more HP. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm actually not talking about you, Aura. I'm actually not talking about you. Curse, that's you get all the things. Yeah, like, definitely. Definitely. What I like to do, and it's a bit of a spoiler, but I think it's alluded to enough that it's not gonna come as a shock. When you beat the campaign, when you beat this game, you are free. It's kind of, like I said, it's very similar to Animal Crossing. Your priority becomes restoring the mines to be inhabitable because you've kind of retaken it. You've kind of conquered the campaign. And so your job is to prepare the mines for the return of Durin's folk, which is what the story expansion is that we're getting at the end of the year, which is really exciting. So that being said, what I like to do is go through the campaign, get the strongest armor and weapons, complete the whole shebang, and then I'll start back at the beginning. And then I will peacefully and safely and at my own pace go through, clear out all the debris, mine all of the ore, because like I said, and what's obvious is that you don't need all of it to complete the campaign. You can beat the game without every ounce of ore. So that's just my style. I like to go back after I've beaten the game because it's safer, it's easier, it's more efficient to mine the ore when that happens. So that's just how I like to do it. So I don't do it like as I go. I blow through and then I come back and take my time. I'm safer, all the strongest, you know, equipment, all that good stuff. That's when I'll take the time to just hang out and whack rocks and sing songs and all that, because enemies are no longer a real threat anymore. Wait, me? Cursed, you always get poisoned. Whenever we sing at a statue, you just stand over there right in the middle of the mushrooms like they don't exist. It cracks me up. It cracks me up.
We got orcs!
We got orcs. I kind of want to say finally. So this is an outpost. This is going to be challenging. Also note that these orcs here in the lower deeps have, you can kind of see there's like a green resin on the end of their spears. that is a poison that they put on their weapons, so they will poison you with their hits as well. So not only are they just tougher and harder to kill, and I really don't want to break this blaze shroom right here, their attacks will give you poison damage. So you gotta be a little more on the defensive. They have upgraded. They're upgraded. Alright, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't have a smithy. I don't have a camp hearth, and I don't have a smithy in my pockets. This is not Orc Town. This is just an outpost. Oh my gosh, I'm breaking everything. I don't care. Ah! I tried to dodge. Oh gosh, my armor. I'm in bad shape. I gotta quit taking hits. Stop it. Stop hitting me. No. Leave me alone. Oh, my armor is gone. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Oh god! No, get out of the corner. I need to eat a honey cake. Darn it. Okay, will they follow me?
I hear something.
Why did I grab my... Okay, I just refilled my HP. These are poison mushrooms. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, get away from the poison mushrooms. And I took poison damage. Great. Great. As if this wasn't bad enough.
That's one more for me.
Come on. I almost got them. There's not that many left. Get away from the mushrooms. No. No! Oh god. Oh god. Is this the last one, I think? Please! No! Please! By the skin of my teeth, you guys see, and I'm still taking damage from the poison. I'm gonna die any second. Snack time. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Stressful. Stressful. Alright, grab all of this. I hope they drop some rubies. We'll test my theory about orcs dropping rubies. I'm gonna rebuild this statue, of course. Yes! Okay, so we've got the full recipe for Belagast boots. That doesn't mean we have what we need to make them, but we do have the full recipe. So that is a armor piece upgrade that we can engage with. You guys remember in Orc Outposts, you gotta break the flag posts to get the Orcish key in order to unlock the Orcish chest. Please have a ruby! Yes! 3 rubies in here. Yes! Okay, I don't know how many I needed. I need to look at the recipe. We've got to get back to base. My armor is gone. I have 1 honey cake left. We got to get back to base camp. Let me take a quick look around because there's usually another... This is the Orc Town. Can you see it? I'm not even going up there. I'm not even going over there. I'm not even playing games. We're not even gonna look at it.
Perfect.
I just want to make sure there is not another statue on a little offshoot passage. It's dead ends. Dead ends. Alright, don't get poisoned, don't get poisoned, don't get poisoned! Don't have enough HP for that. Ah! Don't get poisoned! Okay. I didn't see any more statues. Okay, we're booking it back to base. There's nothing else going on here. Yeah, okay, fine. Eat the honey cake. I'm not even mad. Hold on. Find out where you are. Follow your map. Ooh, that was stressful. That was stressful. We can grow blaze shrooms now? I'm gonna test that theory. Probably. Why are you laughing at me? I ran. It would be a good lesson of how to find your urn. I mean, we've done that already. We've done that already. I mean, it would be a good lesson to find your, yeah. Nope. No, thank you. Ah! I think this is the right way. Oh, no. Oh, no. I rebuilt this? Yeah. Alright, refill stamina, because I want to book it. I want to book it. I have died once. I have died once for this playthrough. We've seen it. I don't want to go through that shadow. I'm gonna go the long way. I'm gonna hook around. Also, the Muznakan chest is often in right over here, so I kind of wanted to see. I wanted to see. in a couple of seeds that I've played in the lower deeps, the Muzdakhan chest is kind of sitting. Oh, look, a statue. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Ooh, the crossbow. Excellent. Wait, where's my base? This is an area I have not been to yet. Give me my base camp. Okay, alright. Okay, I found myself. Like, wait, what? Where am I? Please, I want to go home. Please. Please. Alrighty, here we go. Here we go. Oh, we're alive. We're alive. Okay, I'm gonna try to plant some blaze shrooms. But first... rubies! Oh, let's find out. Let's find out if we can make the sword. Please. Please. I feel like it's gonna be like 5 rubies. Oh, I got some black diamonds too. I don't think those were in the chest, were they? Did the orcs drop them? Or were they in the chest? I don't remember seeing them in the chest, but I was a little stressed out, so it makes sense that I would miss it. Alright, let's fix this armor. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, where am I going? Crossbow goodness, I know. I'm not gonna be able... Hashtag no spoilers. I'm not gonna be able to avoid bows and arrows forever. Oh, and we got a cleansing abac. Okay, so this is one of Ara's favorites. A cleansing abac cleanses the effects of poison. Thank you, Thomas Gartner, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Look at that. We have an alert popped up. Good old Streamlabs working on some ways. Thank you for subscribing, Thomas. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. My brain. Materials. Oh, cleansing abac. Reduces poison buildup rate and increases poison recovery rate. So this just helps you handle that poison status, which, as you guys can see in the lower deeps, is kind of an issue. So it's good to have one of those. Also, we've got bones for the first time. Ew. Right? Ew. Now that we're in the lower deeps, when we kill orcs, we pick up bones. Delightful. I'm not even sure what that's for. I think it goes in... I don't know. I don't know what they're for. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's put my rubies, some gold coins, my black diamonds in here. I'm gonna keep my stone, and I'm gonna keep my... I have a lot of stone, though, so I'm gonna put some of this away. I'm gonna keep my true quartz for Duran's lamps. I'm gonna put these arrows and this abac in with the armor. Ooh, we might be able to make our pants, too, our new pants. We're gonna find out. Abacs are great, too. I love them. They're just clutter. I don't want to have to deal with them. But they have been useful this playthrough because I'm actually going for it, you know? Like, I'm in solo mode, I haven't done custom, I haven't taken all of the risk out. Like, I'm playing it for real. Okay, let's look at the forge and see what we need for the first stage. Okay, so I just need 1 ruby. Okay, so I need more silver ingots and I need leather, and I can make that happen, guys. We're making a sword. I'm so excited. Okay, armor. Wait. Can I not make it do I have to- wait. Hold on. Crafting. Recipe. Hold on. Belagost boots. Okay. Okay. We're not gonna be able to make the new armor with this forge. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. But we can make this sword. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna make some silver. And then it said we needed leather, which, as you guys now know, we can turn hide into... Oh, salt! Okay, here we go. I knew that salt, and Axe was saying that salt was really precious. We might have to go get more salt. I don't think this is gonna make enough leather. So to... Okay, and now that we made leather, we unlocked the brew skin, and we'll talk about what that is as well. We're in trouble. I need more salt. And in all of our wanderings so far, I have not seen any more salt. Have you guys seen it? Okay, 1 leather. Ooh, thank the heavens. Okay, we just needed 1 piece of leather. and the silver ingots are cooking, and then I'll be able to make my new sword. So exciting. But we cannot make the armor in our home forge. That's gonna get sorted out a little bit later. But at least we can make the sword. Mostly I just like the poison and shadow abacs. The sprinting one is, yeah, the swift abac is great. And I'm starting to get really fond of anything that boosts my stamina with this playthrough. Again, playing it, you know, for real and not taking it too easy. Okay, salted meat. Let me take a look here. So honey cakes is a reasonable ration. It restores some health. Salted meat is a reasonable ration and restores some health. Okay, so yeah, to Axe's point, the salted meat is not superior in recovery to the honey cakes. So you could just continue to make honey cakes and or lembas, which that's the other experiment I need to do while we are waiting for our ingots to bake. Let's go check out our farm boxes. Okay, aloe blooms. What's up? These are ready. So do you guys see? I'm just kind of grabbing, but when you walk up to your farm plot, it'll highlight and it says ready in parentheses next to it. So that's when you know they're ready to harvest. I did not mean to do that. And it can be a little bit touchy. Sometimes you will plant things, like I just planted this by accident. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, Ara, I have blaze shroom in my pocket, in my pack. It's not showing up as an option to plant. So I don't think you can plant blaze shrooms and farm them. Doesn't look like I can. It's not popping up as an option. And I have it right here. So wah wah. Karak tea is the goat brew. Get you some? What does it take? Oh, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna eat this food down here real quick and then I'm gonna let this dude take a nap. He deserves some rest. Oh, I didn't even make any food. Even better. Alright. What time is it? It's nighttime, so there's potential it will be morning. So I will make a breakfast food just in case I can get a buff from it. Let me take a look real quick at the Karak recipe. The alchemical still is all I need. Can I build that? Wait, what does it do? But what does it do, though? Brew tea. Served at Baron's Lodge. Raises max stamina, energy regeneration, and damage reduction. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I hear you. I hear you. Wait, my brain. The alchemical skill. Skill. The alchemical still. Bronze! I wonder if that's what I was making bronze for. We'll never know. Okay. Gosh darn it, my food is ready and I didn't even go to bed. It's fine. We'll see if it lasts. We'll test this for science. How quickly the food... Because your food will spoil if you don't eat it. It does happen. I don't know exactly how long it lasts. But I wanted to give him a good night's sleep. Because he deserves it. Aldrich. And our food is still good. Okay, very nice. And it is in fact morning, and I'm eating a breakfast food, so I get a buff. It is early bird. A reasonable breakfast reduces energy costs. Very nice. Traveler. Woke up ready for an adventure. I can't see what that says because of the lighting of the text. I can't see it. But that must be because we had our hobgoblet and then we slept. Okay. So, my ingots are ready. We're making a sword. We're making a sword. We're making a sword. I know what's happening. I know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let's go. Yes. Alright. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Can we see it? Nice. Nice. Okay. Just a little different. Ooh, it looks sharper. It looks more painful. I like that it looks more painful. Insta regen stamina, the full bar. That's sexy. I like that. Okay. I want my stone. I want my true quartz. I want some granite for Duran's lamps. Grab a good... you can carry about 90... You can carry usually 99 is your max on a lot of stacks. So I'm just gonna fill it to 96, and so we've got that. I'm gonna stick this up here. Not really thinking about it. Everything else can go away, and then I'm gonna put my old sword. Wait, where's my rune table? Do I have one? Have I not built a rune table? We'll get rid of this. Sorry, Ara. Sorry. Let's put a rune on this sword, shall we? I'm gonna double check. My default is still to use the Orc Bane, but I'm gonna double check what my options are based on what gems I have available, and if there's anything that I feel like I would rather have. Okay, so a ruby, which is a rare gem as we've discovered, will allow me to use the flame first age sword, flame first rune. Attacks do fire damage, charge to burn enemies, so I can add additional, kind of like the orcs are adding additional poison damage to me when I fight them here. I can add fire damage to them, so when I hit them with my fire sword, they will burn a bit and it will take a little bit more HP, so that is an option. Thunderstrike I can afford now. I have enough topaz. It's a chance to generate a shockwave, knocking back enemies. This might be a good thing to do on the sword because I am going to get swarmed. Like, there's a lot, right? There's a lot of enemies and I'm still kind of under-equipped. And I'm just bonus damage against orcs, and it gives me the glow warning. I just am so fond of Orc Bane. We also have the frost option here. This attacks cold damage. It charged to slow enemies, so this will not only do cold damage, but it might slow your enemies down if you do the charge attack, which we talked about in the past. And then this is a DLC rune, so I'm not going to talk about that because we're not really worried about it. So Orc Bane or Flame. I think I'm gonna do Orc Bane still. I'm just gonna be true to my heart. I'm just gonna be true to my heart. And it's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay if it's not the best possible thing. Oh, it's not glowing. That's good. That's a good thing. I have orcs to fight. Why wouldn't I put an Orc Bane rune on my sword when I'm fighting orcs? Okay. My brain. Food is gonna go in here. Boop, boop. Glacier Room is gonna go in with materials because again it's a what's the term? I want to say combustible, but that sounds dramatic. it's a flammable material that you want to use for lighting braziers and forges. My sword, my old sword, is gonna go in here. We're gonna put the first age sword there. Very exciting. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. And then we unlocked the full recipe for our Belagast pants, but we cannot make them here. And that reality will be explained to us in the future. Alright. Lembas. Now we're out of Elbereth's Blessing. So since I picked up another 2 black diamonds, it brings back to my thought processes of even more now. It's perfectly plausible to build a mapstone next to the Elbereth statue in the Elven Quarter, but I have to travel to the mines and then walk to the Elven Quarter from there to put a statue down. Votes, yes or no? Yes for mapstone and Elbereth's Blessing statue in the Elven Quarter, or no, let's not do that right now, and I can absolutely do that on my own time off stream. Yes or no? Yes or no? Combustible? I mean, it is. Flammable? Combustible makes me think of explosion. Like Combustion Man from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Makes me think explosion. It doesn't cause explosions, but it burns real good. So I think flammable is the word I want to use. It's not wrong, though. Let me look. Can't farm Blame Shoes Brew. Investigate this brew. Really wish we could re-enchant weapons. Thank you for saying that, Ara. I haven't mentioned that yet when I put a rune on a weapon. You cannot remove the rune that you choose. You would have to craft the weapon again, a new one, a different weapon, and apply a different rune to it. Thank you for saying that, Ara, because I keep forgetting to say that out loud. You cannot take the runes off once you put them on. It's permanent, but you can make the weapon again if you have the materials and put a different rune on it. Carrick tea in my brew kettle already. Did you build the stone at Westgate? No, I have not. No, I have not. I mean, we could do both. Now, here's the thing. Spoiler alert. we're gonna need black diamond. We're gonna need a ton of black diamonds, just like we did to rebuild the mine hoist to move from the mines to the lower deeps. We're gonna need a bunch of black diamonds to progress from the lower deeps to the next area. So it's a good idea to collect them. However, just like we did in the mines, we're gonna end up in the orc stronghold, whatever that is here. We haven't we went right next to it, but I didn't walk up to the doors, so we haven't revealed what it's called yet. But it's basically the orc town of this level of the lower deeps. We're gonna get a ton of black diamonds from there, as you do. So there's part of me that's like, I can afford. And worst case scenario, you can always go back, especially with map stones, because you can just fast travel there. You can always go back and demolish the stone and get the diamonds back. So completely different from how the runes work, which are permanent. When you build a map stone, it's not permanent, and you can go back and break it down to get those black diamonds back if you really need them. So that's also absolutely an option. So Kirst is the only one voting. She says, yes, let's go build a map stone at Elbereth's statue. Does anybody else have an opinion? Anybody else care? I need to build the still, and I needed bronze ingots for that. So let me go put bronze on the bobby. Oh, we're out of copper. We're out of copper. If we see any copper, we should grab it. Remind me. Okay, we've got granite and true quartz for Duran's lamps, and we've got stone for broken statues. And how far did we get? So we went all the way up here to the Orc Town area where this red tab is. And then we came back down, and then there's an entrance here we didn't go into, and then there's an entrance here we didn't go into. Which this is straight on. So from the Crystal Descent, that's kind of where I was standing next to the History Stone. When you come through the Crystal Descent, in my brain, this is the front of the deeps, and you can basically walk straight through it. You see where this icon is down here, this orange diamond? That's an area we're trying to get to. That's the Pilgrim Road. So this map, this purple section, is going to branch out all the way over there, is the indication here. So we have a long way to go just straight through, but we have all these passages breaking off to the sides, and I'm going through those first. So I would probably go through this tab before we progressed further. So, Ara says go build it. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Are we? See? OBS had a thing that told me how long I'd been streaming. It was really helpful. It was really helpful. And I could pull in like the YouTube studio into, I don't know. Any opinions on that? Do you guys care strongly? There's only like 3 of you that are consistently in the chat, and if you guys want to have emotes and stuff, that's fine. And the process has started. Like, I've moved everything over to Streamlabs. We're kind of figuring out. It could just take a few streams to flesh everything out. Or would you care at all if I decided to go back to OBS and we don't have the option of emotes or tips or anything like that? Whatever makes things easier for you. Okay. Dude, just drink it. Just drink it. I like how he just shook it. Do you see him shaking it, like mixing it up? That's funny. Alright. I have the ale, so I might as well. And also it gives you a little boost against orcs. And there's some spiders straight ahead, if you guys can see them. Okay, so... You said build the statue. Where am I going? We're building the map stone. Axe, you agree whatever's easier? For tips, you can set up a Ko-Fi? I might need my black diamonds, eh? Do I need anything else? What else do I need to build a map stone from scratch? Like stone? Yeah. Stone and black diamonds. And I've got plenty of stone. Okay. Oh, coffee like coffee? See, I see Ko-Fi like lo-fi. Coffee like coffee? Yeah, and like, I'm not feeding for tips. I just like that there's an option before super chats if people did want to. I'm not feeding for it. My brain. We're going to the Elven Quarter. Yeah, it's the 2-hour mark. I'm starting to fade. Okay, so we have to go back to the mines, and then we have to walk from there to the Elven Quarter, and then we will drop a map stone next to the Elbereth statue. And we will grab the herb while we're there, and then we can make a few more lembas, which I'm kind of stocking up on, which is good. Yes, I do too, but I learned. You'll need a hearth? The brains. Dang it, Axe! I'll just take this one. I'll just take this one, it's fine. Instead of going all the way back. I'll take this one, it's fine. Dang it! Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. You can't do anything without a hearth. I keep saying it. I keep saying it like I know. I know, Cursed. I know. And I appreciate that about you. But it's not a huge priority. It's just cool that that's a feature in addition to the emotes. And then also it's kind of fun to have the alerts for like new subscribers like we just had. Next time I'll be quiet. Yeah, right. Keep your wisdom to yourself, please. When there's a new subscriber to get a little alert. Now I could probably set that up in OBS. It's just not as, like, you gotta get plugins and do like extra stuff. It's so weird. It's so weird. Each one is harder in its own way. It's harder to do. But I like the idea of like having alerts, putting in little boxes on my frame for my live stream that say like latest subscriber and have that highlighted, you know, latest donor, have that highlighted. To give people some credit, some more engagement with the audience would be cool to have those little features. Which again, I can build them into OBS, or I can just take the time to learn my way around Streamlabs again and just kind of set those up. Because the plugins themselves and the widgets already exist. I just have to figure out how to set them up and activate them and stuff. Okay. That wasn't too bad. That was pretty quick. With this extra stamina, I can get around quickly. Oh, let's grab some aloe blooms while we're here. Why not? Why not?
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
StreamerBot plus OBS will do anything for you. Is StreamerBot a software? Or is it a hardware item? Like, do you have a physical thing? Like, I have my Stream Deck. Oh my gosh, that was a nightmare. I actually had to download an older... I had to uninstall my Stream Deck software and download an older version. Why are there a bunch of hide scraps on the ground? I'm sure there's a reason for that. Download an older version because Stream Deck and Streamlabs were not communicating the way that they needed to for me to be able to use my Stream Deck to transition from like scenes and stuff between scenes. It's nuts. It's a mess. StreamerBot is software? Oh, okay. Okay. Here she is. Here's the lovely lady. Take Elbereth's blessing. Yes, please. You know what? We have a base. Should I just put the map stone in the base? A base with a hearth as well. Whoops. Oh, we have some obsolete stuff in here. Very cute. Should we build the map stone here? Or put it next to her? I'll put it in here. Why not? Why not? Alright. Very cool. Now... That's it, right? We just go back. We're not trying to do anything else. Just go back to the lower deeps. And then, I think I've mentioned this before, but you can change the name of your map stones. If you want to, you can customize these to call it whatever you want. Woo, that was quick. Alright, we can make some more lembas, so let's do that. How much lembas do I have? I'm kind of hoarding it right now. I'm definitely gonna want it for Orktown later. Cabbage. I have 10? Wait, that's it? I only have 10? That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. The game is jipping me, I think. I think I have more than 10. I just put some more on, at least. Grab cabbage for your tea. I did! I didn't even realize I was. Accidental correctness. Alright, so we've got 5 black diamonds left. I could have gone back to Westgate and fixed that map stone as well, but again, I don't need anything in Westgate. I really don't. I don't need to go back there for anything in particular. We're out of copper, too. I forgot about that. Alright, let's put this away. Let's put our wood away. So our pockets are nice and empty, except for the materials we need for Duran's lamps and to repair damaged statues. And we haven't found our Musnakan carving. And we have not found our ranger camp yet. So, that is where we will pick up next time. I think it is closing time. I'm just looking at my watch and it says it's 8 o'clock. I got started a little bit late because technical difficulties. I don't know what that was all about. That was also a struggle with Streamlabs, is that I had scheduled a stream in YouTube, and anyways. I didn't click the right buttons because Streamlabs, despite being more streamer friendly with all of its widgets and alert boxes and stuff, is actually much harder to manage your basic stream functions with. Okay. I don't know how we're doing on oats. I need more aloe blooms. I keep running out when I make good food. Okay, bronze ingot. Can I make this still now? Can I make... I can! Okay. Where to put this? Where to put this? It really doesn't matter at all. I'll just put it right there. And now I can make the Karok. No. Aloe blooms, of course. Of course. Okay, no worries. Next time. Next time. Alright, we're gonna wrap things up. I'll send you guys off with a song and dance. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out in the stream. Sorry for all the craziness.
The landlord keeps a little dog that is mighty fond of jokes. When there's good cheer among the guests, he cocks an ear at all the jests and laughs until he chokes. They also keep a horned cow as proud as any queen, but music turns her head like ale and makes her wave her tufted tail and dance upon the green.
Ha ha! Let's sing it again!
Let's not. Let's not sing it again. Oh gosh, alright. There we are. There we are. Ax, you're so welcome. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, official send off here. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Sorry for all the weirdness at the front of the stream. Sorry for the canceled streams this week. Life is lifing. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. A lot of good things at the front of stream we talked about. Tell me something good. I got a lot of good stuff going on. And, yeah, we'll have to just decide if, you know, I want to continue to figure out Streamlabs. I've done it before. I know I'm capable. Or if we'll revert back to OBS just to keep things simple and efficient. But anyways, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for dealing with the weirdness at the front. VOD watchers, you guys, if you made it all the way through, thank you so much for watching the stream back all the way through. View duration is a very important analytic. It's a very important metric for channel growth. So if you have watched the whole way, you've done the most, and I appreciate it so much. But VOD watchers, thank you guys for watching the stream after I go live and after I go back offline. I appreciate the views. Consider subscribing, consider liking. It will help me so much, and I will appreciate it so much. Thank you to Curse, to Axe, to Ara, and to Kathleen for hanging out in my live chat with me today. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate your support and your presence and your encouragement and your tips and tricks, and for being a part of this journey with me. You guys are welcome for the stream always. Thank you for the stream. Vadi's hi. Yeah, yep. That is everything. All right, so if this works, I'm going to do the stream over scene now, and it's potentially going to be great or really weird. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will catch you in the next episode. Bye!